Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Today we're vlogging. Maury's on his way over here. It's hot. We have to start early today. This is the earliest we've ever shot a Homebrew for Life video, and nobody flaked. Which means nobody got too drunk last night, because when we flake, it's because someone's hungover. No one gets sick anymore. No one gets sick anymore. Everyone's hungover. My only goal for today is to not smoke a cigarette. He's wearing a mask. Look at this guy. Hey, do you have any cigarettes? You made it, dog. No bad hangovers?
Oh, I'm super hungover.
Oh, you are?
We went to Hunter Steakhouse, had dinner, and a bunch of like mind erasers and raspberry lemon drops.
To celebrate your wedding?
No, just to have dinner.
News drop. Maury's getting married. Maury proposed. She said maybe?
Yeah.
She said maybe, yeah? She said maybe with a question mark?
Think about it.
Congrats, man. Cruise on in, man. We got some fan mail. Check this out, dude.
Thanks. Is that a bag of grain?
It's a bag of Maris solder. Check out this one. Open these up. What do you got in here?
Ooh, smoked malt.
You like that? Can you smell it in there?
No.
What else is in there?
Cherry wood smoked malt. So I wonder if this is like peated.
I've never done a smoked beer.
Well, like peated malt, it's good, but it tastes, if you use too much, it tastes like an ashtray or like a campfire. But Rausch malt,
That's what I'm going for.
Rausch malt, which is like a German smoked malt that's smoked with beechwood.
Mm-hmm.
The more you use, the more it just starts tasting like smoked meats and smoked cheeses.
That's what I want.
And it tastes fucking good.
I want smoked cheddar beer.
But this kind, if you use
Smoked cheddar bacon beer.
CH and Maury.
Story time.
While we were on the topic of smoked beers, I couldn't help but think that I should send you a sample of something from one of Minnesota's most unique breweries. HammerHeartBrewing.com. Brewery's name was chosen from the epic Viking metal album Hammerheart. Classic Swedish metal band Bathory. This album combined two sources of endless inspiration for us, metal and mythology. They specialize in smoked beers, and while the Stjordal isn't close to what you will be making, it should get you warmed up for the smokiness.
Should we crack one?
Have fun, and thanks for the partnership,
Todd.
Todd.
Northern Brewer Todd. That might make the outtake. That's gross.
It's like watermelon bubble-licious gum.
I don't know about that. $2 to fill up. So if you want CO2, it's like 20 bucks. If you want nitrogen, it's like 20 bucks. But when you mix them together, it's the 70-30. They charge you $52, which is 3 times the price.
One way you can tell you have a nitrogen tank is this is like female.
Yeah, it's different.
So you can't put the wrong regulator.
Yeah, there's an adapter.
And they have like different ones for scuba tanks, different ones for CO2 tanks, and they do it on purpose so you don't end up like
dying.
Putting a CO2 tank on your scuba thing and you go down in the ocean like breathing CO2.
You want one of these?
70-30.
You know this thing right there? This should be pretty easy to set up, right? Quantity in PSI.
This is like how much is left in the tank, and that's the dispensing pressure.
Hold it up there, Maury. It's the same as a CO2.
Yeah. Gas tank, how much you have left? Dispensing pressure.
For all you children
Which can
at
be
home.
controlled by this screw. Righty-tighty turns the gas up. Left turns the gas down. So I think this
So tubes.
Oh yeah, this one's got the.
What else is in here? What is this? Chill Passion.
Look at this packaging.
I haven't touched anything except filled up the CO2 tank. Shout out to Booze Brothers. They gave me a keg yesterday for free. It was a Budweiser. New Belgium. We're gonna take this keg and we're gonna turn it into a corny keg. So stick around for that video. All right, we got instructions in here. I don't think Maury needs these. Should we even call this video how to build a nitrogen setup? Should we just call it like vlog?
I mean,
Just get naked.
I think people will look up how to do nitro beer. I wouldn't say nitrogen. Maybe you could say nitrogen.
Beer gas.
But yeah, just saying like you want to fucking pour a creamy ass like canister, this is how you gotta do it.
You think nitrogen's coming back?
No.
I mean, it used to be more popular.
I think it's like too expensive and too much of a pain in the ass for most homebrewers.
It was a bitch.
Who just want to drink beer, and it's like you spend all this money just to have like one niche beer.
When I filled that up, they were like, I thought I was just gonna swap a tank out,
Yeah.
and they're like, no, you need to come back in like a week. And I was like, this is gonna filter out a lot of people from doing nitrogen beers. Usually with CO2, you can fill it up right then or there, or just swap it out.
Unless you're like, just gotta set in your mind you want a nitro beer, like, yeah, you could get deterred pretty quick just by the cost, and the gas people are probably not very friendly.
Dude,
they don't want to deal with you.
Assholes ever. Here we go. All right, so step one, connect that.
You connected this to
That's just typical.
your ball lock.
Is that a gas line?
Yeah,
No, it's a beer line.
it does both.
No, I'm kidding.
Great for gas.
Great for grass. Great for smoking grass. So it's as easy as a CO2 regulator. Step two, tighten it with a rusty
Hand Titan's probably good.
Harbor Freight $7 wrench. Here, some elbow grease.
That's it. That's all you need.
What about setting the tap up?
Oh, right. We gotta put the faucet together.
Faucet's business as usual. I'm sure you got one of these. Perlick, maybe. These are all the cheap ones.
So you have two faucets on your fridge?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna just like replace one of those with the stout faucet?
Yeah.
We're not gonna drill a hole for a third?
No.
Okay. Then we don't really need all these parts and tubing.
No.
All we need is this.
Big shout out to Northern Brewer for sending this setup to us. These are very difficult to find secondhand, and you want to buy it new, they're going to be around $300. Check out Northern Brewer for all your one-stop shop homebrewing needs and commercial needs. Is Northern Brewer?
Sometimes I buy stuff off them that I can't find anywhere else.
All right, say that.
Like-
say you buy stuff commercially.
Even as a commercial brewer, sometimes I buy stuff from the homebrew suppliers because I can't, like little faucet cleaning brushes. They're just easier to get through them because they specialize in so much brewery stuff.
But more specifically, Northern Brewer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only go to Northern Brewer.
Say that again.
I only go to Northern Brewer.
No, say it again.
I only go to northernbrewer.com.
Okay. All right, so it's just plugging this in and we're good to go.
Their faucets.
If anybody wants to watch like a real detailed video on, we pretty much have the kegerator set up. We have the CO2 system set up, but we'll put links to those, how to keg beer and how to make your own kegerator, because everything else, we're pretty much just plug it in and screwing on. Yeah. So we were going to do a detailed video on setting up a nitrogen system, but if you're in the market for a nitrogen system, you already know how to keg, and you already have either a kegerator, keezer, or cold box set up. Nobody just jumps into nitro from bottling. If you know how to keg, then you already know how to set up nitro beers, but here's a couple of things to remember. Do not put nitrogen tanks on beers that have already been carbonated from CO2. They will foam forever, and you're going to waste a ton of beer. The term nitro and beer gas are the same thing. It's a 70-30 split between nitrogen and CO2. Beer gas is much more difficult to get. It's more expensive and there's more downtime to get it. You pour them differently. Maury will explain this in about 40 minutes. So that's it. That's pretty much the video. Keep watching if you want to see what it looks like when Maury and I hang out, drink beers, and talk about how sexually frustrated we are. I'll have a link in the description on how to keg your homebrew and how to build your kegerator. Let us know if you like this vlog style or if you've unsubscribed. Either way, cheers.
The only pain in the ass is getting the gas.
The only pain in the ass is getting the gas. Let's make a t-shirt. Sounds like a bumper sticker.
Like a nitro beer, like holding a nitro beer.
The only pain in the ass is getting the gas.
The only pain in the ass is getting the gas.
Right there.
So here's
Let's get a shot of the gas. Does it say beer or anything?
here.
What's it say?
30% carbon dioxide, 70% nitrogen.
Which is known as beer gas.
Yeah. When you do nitro, you want like enough CO2 to keep it carbonated to the proper level, but not to start over carbonating the nitro beer. Nitro beer should be very low carbonation, like 1.5 volumes to like 1.9 volumes of CO2. If you look in there, it's got a little plate, it's a little disc.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gives it the nice, like, creamy mouthfeel.
Dude, we nailed this shot. I zoomed right in on that.
That goes on there.
That goes on that.
If you have any issues with it, like pouring weird or
Call the cops.
won't pour, usually got to pull that off and clean that disc, like it gets clogged with something. And you can open the beer like that. Oh, we gotta tap it. Do you have any like Homebrew for Life tap handles?
No.
Should make some.
I know. I think Andrew Broussard can do that. Name drop! Can't say names on here anymore. We get in trouble.
Why?
Because we always get in trouble. Someone's wife or someone that owns a brewery is going to get pissed off at us.
That's hilarious.
I don't have a girlfriend anymore though, so I don't have. That's one less thing to worry about. That'll definitely make the cut. Hey, who'd you vote for? Did you vote for Trump or Biden? Dude, you are on a weekend vibe right now. Flip flops, board shorts.
Disconnect your beer keg when you take the faucet off to replace it with this faucet. You don't want it spraying out at you.
Yes, you do.
The tools you might need is a crescent wrench, possibly a screwdriver, and most importantly, a faucet wrench, which you could probably pick up at northernbrewer.com. So this little thing hooks on these little dots here.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go the wrong way probably.
Slow notice
Actually,
yours. There you go. You're doing it, Peter. You're playing. Is that it?
Yep.
You got it off? Is it gross?
Not really.
Am I cleaning my lines? I do. I'm pretty adamant about beer lines and beer
Do you have
faucets.
like sanitizer?
Yeah.
Is what this is?
Yep. It's actually KY jelly.
I wonder if we should like.
This is the ultimate Blair Witch vibe. It's gonna give everybody a headache. But we've never really done this style before. I don't use this Rode microphone. This is like the Rode, I don't know, shock mount, shotgun. It's got a cool little stabilizer on it. Bummer about these shotguns though. The bummer about these shotguns though is they pick up a lot of wind. It's good weather today though. There we go. Oh shit, back to the show. We'll crack one of those farmhouse beers after we wrap this up. So we got a little problem here. Our shank is not long enough.
There, I got it on here.
Does that work?
I don't know why I couldn't get it on when it was on the fridge, but this will work.
All right. Problem solved. Good job, Maury. I'll give you a raise.
Yeah.
3 burritos a week.
This will totally work. I think it was
Is this exactly how it's done on commercial? Is this the same? This is it?
This would be,
This is how you do it at Roger Brewery?
yeah, Next Door Brewing Company.
Yeah. For rentbrewco.com.
Free beer.
Northern Brewer.
Free Beer Brewing Company.
There we
I
go.
trademarked that, so don't steal my name.
What's it called? What's your go-to?
Free Beer Brewing Company.
Free beer? Free beer tomorrow?
Free beer. No. I'm just. Are we gonna open a brewery that
Dolph Lundgren Brew Co.
doesn't charge for beer?
And we name them after rental cars. How's it looking? All right. I'm gonna come on over here.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we'll keep the same beer line on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the beer line doesn't matter.
What's up?
The beer line doesn't matter.
We'll just tell everybody it's clean for the sake of the credibility of our word.
Oh, it's clean.
You got that flathead? So that's pretty much it. I mean, this is usually a Homebrew for Life video. There's a lot of voiceover, and we're just like, dot, 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 dot. But this is the real world. This is what it's like. This is behind the voiceover.
Behind the refrigerator door.
This is behind the refrigerator. This is behind the candelabra. This is behind the empty beers.
It's like a dude clip.
It's always planes that come by and we're trying to shoot. Are we good to go?
Just missing one piece.
Missing piece right there. Yep. The missing link.
You can pour it like that or like this.
Doesn't matter. Same difference. All right, let's put some beer on it and see what happens.
You need the...
I wanted to take the CO2 tank line off and just put it on the nitro, But it's small enough that we could just put it in the fridge, and that way we could have CO2 beers on and beer gas, nitrogen beers on. This is a small little tank, but it's gonna last us a lifetime because we're not gonna do too many nitro beers. Okay. Maple bacon.
That's open. There, close.
You ready? What do you crank it up to? About 25, 30?
I'm gonna try 30, I guess.
Yeah, you are. Here we go. Turn it up. It's alive. I hear a leak. Yep, right there. Good way to test for leaks is just listening to it leak. So we put our own hose clamps on?
Yep.
Always have hose clamps. Hose clamp city. Kegging's no joke. I went to Booze Brothers last night. I just had chillers the whole time. I didn't have one real beer. I've never felt better. Yeah.
Super hydrated.
Tell them what a chiller is.
A weak ass fool. Or
No,
a chill ass dude.
It's a chiller. It's a chinchilla.
Just a chiller.
Let me turn around. What's the chiller?
Chiller's like half sparkling water, like a LaCroix or something like that, and half beer.
Half tropics and like a touch of Al Farm.
It's kind of like when you went to Taco Bell when you were a kid and you just suicide the whole soda machine.
Yep.
But do that with beer and fill it halfway with like, lemon lime sparkling water.
That's the key to not having a hangover, man. Just drink chillers.
It brings the alcohol down to like 3%, and it keeps you hydrated throughout the night.
How's this going? Raj, we got the DeWalt right here, man. I actually had to use my DeWalt light last night. My power went out.
Yeah, I was at Hunter Steakhouse,
Power went out?
and halfway through dinner, all the power went out. We were like,
Dude, it happens like 6 times a year over here.
it was kind of fun, but we had to she had to ask us, she's like, what did you guys get? And she had to handwrite everything down.
4 waters and a crouton and a side salad. Check it out. Check it out, more. Not my disgusting little bite plate thing. I grind my teeth. I was rocking this last night. What? This is my light. Blair Witch, baby. DeWalt for life. Yeah, I was reading The Godfather last night with this thing right behind me.
That's a book?
The Godfather? What are you talking about? I read it twice. You want to borrow it? It's right here. Yeah, Al Pacino wrote it. We got to do more Homebrew for Life videos like this. We got to shoot some intros though before you get out of here.
Yeah.
We got to shoot the 5 mistakes every beginner brewer makes. There you go.
Number 5, number 4, number 3.
Yeah, you're cooking with grease. Yeah, it's got a kick. Oh, it'll let you know, man. It'll let you know. Poke your eye out. Get it on there. Everybody's gonna know that we're doing it right. It'll take you, man. It'll take you to hell early. There you go. You smell bacon?
I do.
Who's got the bacon?
Like Saturdays. I think our Uber's here.
Picked up 2 of these. We're gonna have a couple pounds going into a beer. This is the maple bacon syrup. This is what? Walden Farms? What's it say on it?
Maple bacon syrup. Walden Farms. Calorie free.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
No sugar, no fat.
Or that.
0 calories.
Hold it up.
It's just salt. 9%, 200 milligrams of salt.
It's got really good reviews. Maple bacon syrup. Stay tuned for that video.
I've never seen this before, and I really need to try it.
We're gonna put it in beer. Do you want to brew next week?
Sure.
You want to brew Saturday or you want to brew Sunday? Do you want to do the smoked beer first or the maple bacon on nitro? Let's do the maple bacon if we have the nitro set up.
Yeah.
How's that sound? This is pretty much like a live stream. How's it going?
Fabulous.
Cool. There's the green screen back there. That's where we do all of our shenanigans. It's a very small green screen, but we make it work.
All right.
Is that it? All right, fire it up. How long does it take?
To do what?
Get a good looking beer shot for the video.
Right, like almost immediately.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Unless it's over carbonated, then it won't.
Ooh, that looks good. These are the good cornies too. Look at that. What's our PSI?
Put it at 30.
Put it at 30? Do you think it's ready?
Yeah.
Should we make a pour? All right, let's go to slow motion. You want to put that on there?
We won't know till we do it.
All right. Fire it up, Brush. That looks good.
I'm gonna dump this.
That's the Mr. Beer. Mr. Beer Kit beer. I can't really drink that stuff. Brush! Dude! That looks good.
No.
What?
It's like, wait, it's too carbonated, but see, it's cascading.
Yeah.
It'll mellow out in a second, but.
Because I did have it on CO2.
At what pressure?
Like 10?
Yeah, it might be. This beer might be too carbonated for nitro.
Yeah, I thought I could salvage it by purging it a couple days later, but we force carbed it. It was from last week. You think it's already too carb? I could tell that the nitro system works though.
Yeah, no, it works. We had nitro beer at BREWERS. I should have just brought a keg of that. But then we'd have to use a Sankey coupler.
I can't drink that beer.
What?
It's just gross. It's just too malty.
Let's try to pour it again. Yeah, that's too carbonated.
All right, so let them know. Is that gonna stay?
I wonder if we should go to Booze Brothers and just give a shot of a good beer pouring.
Let's do it.
Like a close up, like we go to a booze side, I think they have nitro on, and we could just at least pour a pint just for the shot.
I mean, we're already doing a vlog.
Beer is excellent.
I'm excited to make this for Homebrew for Life. Let me give it a little rip.
I was a little weirded out about a farmhouse ale being smoked, but it's lustful and forgiving.
Reminds me of my biological stepdad.
It fits, man. It fits the style. There's definitely a very like bready maltiness from the malt.
You want to crack the other one?
The smokiness is definitely prominent. You're not missing. It's not a hint. You're not wondering if it's smoky. It's definitely smoky, but in a good way.
With strong notes of prenuptial agreement. This is a really good beer. Shout out to Todd. This is a very niche beer. You know, you're probably not going to find this style at too many breweries, but that's what homebrewing is all about. It's all about experimenting.
So stay tuned, because we're gonna make a smoked beer. We're inspired.
You roll it. Regular beer pour.
I'm gonna talk about it.
You're
Ready?
You're live, Brush.
So when you're pouring a regular CO2 carbonated beer, you want to tilt the glass until it's about 3/4 full, and then you straighten it out to build the head, to build a proper head.
Exhibit A.
And that's how you pour a regular carbonated beer. In the case of pouring nitro, you don't want to do that because you won't build a nice silky, creamy head. It'll just be really thin and won't have as much body. So the nitro beer, you literally just leave it flat, leave it sitting, open it up full blast for the nitro beer, and it'll slowly cascade and build the head itself. If you want to learn how to pour a proper nitro beer, go to Ireland. Go to the Guinness brewery and they will teach you and show you how to pour it. And that would be really fun. We should do that.
Let's do a GoFundMe to go to Ireland.
GoFundMe to go to Ireland so I can learn how to pour a Guinness. Cool.